this is what you need to do before the Grow a Garden X Glass Animals admin abuse and the part 3 of the Halloween event. Cause trust me, you're gonna need this if you actually want to rack up infinite rewards once the event goes live. And before anything else, quick thing. If you guys enjoy this type of video or you just want to help me out, drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'm trying to hit 5,000 subs before the end of the month. It sounds small compared to the big channels, but hey, every single one of you counts and it really keeps me going. So yeah, I'd appreciate it a lot. Alright, let's get into it. Celebrity admin abuse this Saturday. If you've been around Grow a Garden for a while, you already know what that means, but if you don't, let me refresh your memory a bit. Remember that old Travis Kelce event? Yeah, that's the one. The whole server was packed, lag everywhere. This account doesn't have the 2 rewards from that event because I joined late, around 5 minutes after it started, and I couldn't even enter the game. It kept giving me an error and lagging like crazy, but my alt account was fine since I managed to join that one earlier. And everyone was hyped because the rewards were actually insane. We got that football pet, the fruit ball plant, and a bunch of crazy little mutations that made the game feel alive again. It was one of those events where even the people who quit for months came back just to join in. So when I say this one might be huge, I mean really huge. We might get something similar, maybe even better. Could be different too, no one knows for sure. That's what makes it exciting. But if the pattern follows the last one, we're getting new pets for sure. Possibly limited seeds, maybe some random admin drops. That's just how these things go. Now, here's the thing, this event starts at roughly 30 minutes before the main update, which is going to be the Ghoul Garden Part 3 update. So if you're like me and your time zone's always messing you up, check your local time before the day comes. Don't rely on what people post online, double check it yourself. You don't want to be that person who logs in after it's already over, right? I'd say, to be safe, join the game an hour early. Like literally just hop on and chill there. Because bro, we all know what happens when these big updates hit. Roblox just dies. It crashes. Half the players can't even load in. You get that server full message even when it's not full. So yeah, join early, keep your spot, and stay put. When you're in, make sure your setup's ready. Get your main garden loaded, and I'm serious about this part. I've done it so many times, I'll have my alt plot open or something random, and when the event hits, I realize I'm missing out on all the mutations because I forgot to load my best one. So do that before the chaos starts. Just double check it, it takes 2 seconds and it'll save you a whole lot of regret. Now, speaking of mutations, let's talk about that for a bit because this is where you can make a lot of value fast. Every single time we have an admin abuse, we get a batch of new mutations. Some of them become super rare right after the event ends. Some even spike in value later because they're tied to that specific day. And this time, we already know there are going to be new weather events tied into it, so that means mutation chances go up even more. So yeah, my advice, start preparing a few big plants. Not small ones, huge ones. Use sprinklers, feed them, whatever you gotta do. The bigger it is, the better the chance of it mutating when the event hits. Now, which seeds should you use? I used to swear by Bone Blossom, that was my go-to, but honestly, it's been nerfed to the ground lately. Still decent, still has good mutation potential, but if you want something that's really worth your effort, go for Maple Resin or the new Great Pumpkin Seed. Both of those have been popping off in value and mutation variety. That being said, if Bone Blossom's all you have, don't stress it. It can still mutate. Just know it's not as profitable as it used to be. But for a free event, it's still fine. You can also use this event to stack up on rare weather mutations. Those tend to be limited to events like this, so if you can, try to have common crops like carrots in your garden along with your humongous ones, because they have a higher chance to get mutations, and use your pets to transfer those mutations to your valuable crops. There are now a lot of pets that can transfer mutations from one plant to another. Now, let me talk about something that a lot of people forget. Discord. If you're not in a good community server, you're really missing out. Like in Grow a Garden's Discord, every single time a new event drops, like the Halloween one right now, a lot of players instantly make help threads. People share their event progress, help each other grind, and even if you don't ask questions, just reading other people's conversations in Starboard, suggestions, or general will already teach you a lot. Or you can use the search bar at the upper right corner, type what you want to know, and it'll show you every message where players mention that topic. It's actually super useful, especially if you don't have time to sit around refreshing or scrolling through the Discord. And I've said this over and over again every time I make videos like this, Grow a Garden has a stock notifier. Eggs, weather, seeds, even stock updates. You literally just pick what you want alerts for. And I'm not even kidding, that's how most people got the Great Pumpkin seed. Because that thing almost never shows up in stock intents. It's one of those limited seeds that could disappear after this week or maybe next. So if you still don't have it, get it now. It's a limited time seed and you'll regret it if you don't grab it when it restocks. Set up a notifier, choose Great Pumpkin, and just keep Discord open. Once it pings, hop on immediately. Don't wait because 5 minutes go by fast once it restocks and then it's gone again. So yeah, you really need to move quick. Alright, let's move into something more basic but still important. Money. Shekels. You're gonna need a lot. Every single event, the shop restocks with rare items and general goes crazy with new stuff. You don't want to be sitting there broke when something limited shows up. Like imagine, what if the Great Pumpkin restocks during admin abuse and you're broke? Like, General restocks it, but you can't do anything but be mad because you don't have enough shekels. So, while you still have time, you need to grind shekels. There are a lot of nice players out there. You can trade if you really don't want to grind. If you have extra pets, trade them for shekels. There are tons of people doing that, especially in the Grow a Garden Discord server. So, yeah, grind now. Either farm big plants, trade, or if you're feeling lazy, I mean, begging still works for some people, but obviously farming's the better move. Just make sure by the time the event drops, you have a comfortable stack ready. And don't forget, we're also getting Halloween Part 3 with this, so there's a good chance there'll be new items or mechanics that cost shekels too. Even if there's this candy corn to buy event related things in the game, they usually still sneak in something that uses shekels. So it's better to have some saved up than to be empty-handed when that moment hits. Speaking of that currency, stock up candy corn right now because I know the witch NPC will stay up until this 3rd week of the Halloween event. I have a strong feeling about this, so you still have time to grind those energetic. Now, for the people who haven't finished the Halloween events, this is your last call. Like, seriously, get on it now. Finish the Dead Tree event, the Witch event, and even the Dig event if you haven't. Yeah, technically it's supposed to last another week, but we've seen them switch things up before. Sometimes they just replace events overnight and the old rewards vanish. You do not want to miss out on the Weeping Branch or any of the limited event rewards. So finish them while you still can, because once the Part 3 update hits, they might completely change everything. And then you're just sitting there like, man, I should have done it. Like the Weeping Branch, even though 99.5% of the time the Dead Tree gives trash rewards, for the Weeping Branch, grind it, because it's a limited time seed just like the Great Pumpkin. So you must get it now. Do the Dead Tree quest now. Now, let's talk about something that makes a huge difference during admin abuse, Raptors. These things are game changers. If you've got Raptors, use them. If you don't, get them. Trade, buy, whatever you gotta do. They increase your speed by 15% per Raptor, and it stacks. So if you've got 8 of them, you're zooming across the map. I only have 3 Raptors in this account, but I have 5 in my other alt, so I'm going to trade them to this account so I can use them on Saturday. Speaking of movement, if you don't have Raptors because you didn't play during the prehistoric event, the Grizzly Bear works as an alternative. Although it doesn't give speed as a passive like the Raptor, the Grizzly Bear grants increased player size. So if you have 8 Grizzly Bears, you'll still move faster because your avatar's larger. I mean, since your avatar is bigger than normal size, your movement becomes faster because your stride is longer. And in this game, your avatar doesn't get heavier when it grows, so even though you're bigger, your speed stays the same, just with bigger steps. During events where seeds are raining from the sky or you have to run around for random drops, you'll be way faster than everyone else. It's honestly kind of funny watching people crawl while you just dash through picking everything up. So yeah, have your Raptors ready or your Grizzly Bears before it starts. And hey, not everyone can actually make it to the event live, right? Maybe you've got school, work, you're sleeping, whatever. If that's you, just AFK. Don't miss the event completely. Just leave the game open. If you're on PC, get an auto clicker. If you're on mobile, there are tons of safe apps on the Play Store and App Store. Just set it to tap every few seconds and let it run. That way, you won't get kicked out for being idle. Because here's the thing, sometimes just being in the game is enough to get the event rewards. You don't have to be actively doing stuff, the system just gives it to anyone in the server. So even if you're asleep or busy, you can still log back in later and find free event items in your inventory. And don't underestimate how valuable those can be. Remember the past admin pets, Junkbot, Chicken Zombie, those Apple Gazzle, the Green Bean, and a lot more? That thing was just an event item, but because you can't get it anymore, it's worth a lot now. Like, people trade insane stuff for it. So yeah, even if you're not playing, stay online. Free value for doing basically nothing. And look, I'll say it again, join early. If you can get into a private server, that's even better. Less lag, more drops. Plus, it's easier to AFK there too. Alright, we're almost at the end, but before I wrap up, just a small reminder. If you actually find these kinds of breakdowns helpful, subscribe. Like, for real. I'm no compared to those big channels, so your one click really matters. Help me to reach 5,000 subs. We still have 8 days before the month ends, so please help me out, guys. Anyway, that's everything you need to do before the Glass Animals admin abuse and the Halloween Part 3 update drop. Prep your gardens, stock your shekels, finish your events, and if you can't play, AFK. Do all of that and you'll be set when things go crazy. Alright, that's all I've got for now. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment Glass Animals down below so I know you actually watched through the whole thing. I'll heart a few of them, I always do. Thanks for hanging out with me. Good luck in the event, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.